Why the boys in a somehow vertical boat on the side of the river? Let me tell you.
Day 65. We're beaten by fog again. So we've decided to seize the day as much as we can. And we've got the canoe loaded. We're sitting at the water's edge. And at the first break of the fog, we're gonna hug the shore and just try and get as many miles as we can today. Ultimate goal is to get to Greensville, which is a little ambitious with 43 miles and really heavy fog. So it'll take us all day like this, but hopefully we can make there. And then we've got some weather coming in tonight, so hopefully all things go well. We're able to get to Greensville, set up a good camp, and kind of avoid some of this weather. Probably gonna end up camping in the middle of the woods though. Past the time, we're gonna do some reading. James is over there, you can see the headlamp. Doing some reading, waiting for this darkness and fog to clear.
Yesterday was day 65. This is what we did. We paddled all day, really hard to get to Greensville. And then we had an awesome guy named John Keane pick us up at this campground. He drove us into town. He took us out for supper to Gino's. We had a catfish hamburger, and I had the famous chili and slaw burger. Then he brought us to Walmart, and we did a big resupply. And then he dropped us off at the campground, but the campground had closed the gates for the night. And then it started downpouring and thunder and lightning, so we actually had to crawl under the gate and then run all the way to our campsite. So everything we were wearing was soaking wet, including my underwear, which I almost forgot on the beach here today. But now we just have them all in a ball on our canoe, so we have a wet ball of all our stuff on our canoe. Other than that, yesterday was a sweet day. We got like 43 miles in. Then today we're gonna try and make it past Lake Providence because we need to get to Vicksburg by Monday night, because Tuesday is gonna be an insane storm. They're talking like 50-mile-an-hour winds, 25 mil of rain, thunder and lightning, so might be a zero in Vicksburg. So today is really important that we get all the way past Lake Providence to allow us to get to Vicksburg by Monday night. That's the plan. Let's go.
Day 67, and Mississippi has just overthrown Missouri as our favorite state. It's the second time in 2 days we've been stopped by friendly fishermen or hunters and been given beer and a great conversation. These guys gave us some fried chicken and like half a bottle of bourbon. Just unbelievable. However, we're about an hour out of our destination of Vicksburg today, and I have no motivation to paddle after the chicken and beer, and you know I'm about to get into the bourbon. Good luck, James.
This is Guy, or Keith. He saved us from having a really long portage. Thanks, Guy. Keith. Okay, we're in Vicksburg, and we're gonna store the canoe in this hotel that's just over this wall, instead of bringing it all the way up the hill back there. So the maintenance guy Joe is gonna let us store the canoe right here, right next to the water too. So it's gonna save us like, I don't know, like a 30-minute walk with the canoe, which is awesome. This is the owner of Parish Waterfowl. It's a cafe in Vicksburg. He was kind enough to help us fix our canoe seat. So if ever you're in Vicksburg, check him out. Here's our busted up canoe seat. As luck would have it, we found a cutting board. That's the perfect size. Although our time in Vicksburg was enjoyable, the main reason we had stopped there was to avoid a storm. As it turns out, that storm would turn into a tornado.
Overnight, a tornado outbreak striking the south, where at least 15 twisters have touched down. Extreme winds made for perilous driving conditions in Mississippi.
And while we were safe and sound, enjoying Chinese food and a romantic comedy, our friend Jordan, the kayaker, wasn't so lucky.
Hey guys, so right now I'm taking shelter. There's a severe thunderstorm. I'm in my tent. And there's also a big ass tornado just 20 miles away from me. So wish me luck. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So here's a quick update. That tornado is just 7 miles away from me. But I'm taking refuge in one of those ice machine boxes that refrigerates it. I'm in this, it's not plugged in, just water. I'm at this this mill, this grain mill, and hopefully I will be okay, so we'll see. Made it. Tornado passed over, which is awesome. Apparently there was a funnel cloud forming just 2 miles away, but tornado dropped down somewhere else, so we're all good. Hopefully I don't hit any hurricanes on the way down.
Day 69, we're leaving the comfort of the motel. The tornado has passed. It's still raining out right now, but it's gonna clear up probably in the next hour or two. It's a bit late in the day, probably only gonna get in the water at 2 or 3. We're gonna try and do 12 miles down the river and hopefully get to Natchez tomorrow. Only 300 miles to the Gulf. Exciting stuff. We're gonna take all our stuff, roll it all the way down the hill, around the corner, and all the way down to the river over there. After leaving the warmth and comfort of our hotel room in Vicksburg, we were quickly caught off guard by a storm and forced off the water.
Milk was a bad choice. Yeah, milk was a bad choice for sure.
Why didn't we stay? We had a hotel room! Oh, so cold!
Okay, I'm going on a recon mission to get our warm clothes. It's a brave man. I got the wrong bag. Go Pep, go.
Hello there. Why are the boys in a somehow vertical boat on the side of the river? Let me tell you. We left Vicksburg today thinking it was going to be some nice weather. Get a couple miles more behind us. Hopefully make it to Natchez tomorrow. Not the case. Wind changes completely. Massive crosswind. Huge breaking waves. Very scary. Could have capsized. Managed to find this little shelter on the side, and we're going to have to wait for the next hour for the wind to pass, where we'll have to set up our shelter in the dark.
Pep is trying to dry off. Trying to get the last couple sun rays of the day. He had a pretty rough one today. On the final episode, we see a dead boar and eat jambalaya with a guy named Frankie Sauce. In the morning, the guy that lives right here, he came out and was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And I was chatting with him, and "Hey, what's going on?" "Yeah, we talked to the owner, and they said we could camp out here." And he was like, "Oh, like, this is actually my property."